Okay, Leo, let's discuss the astronumerology health assessment for our Leo. Starting with the fact that Leo is the lion, which is normally associated with a carnivore type diet. So, some issues that could arise for a Leo could be a bacterial infection from eating undercooked meat. Okay, that's one thing. A lot of other things can be there. Leo is an individual, and so being in group settings can also cause issues, meaning communicable diseases. So, a disease that you get from another person, such as the flu and colds or things like that, they could be more prone to getting some of those things. Other things, circulation. So, of course, Leo, which can have a challenge in their circulation because the lion has to move and the lion has to always be active. And if the Leo is put in circumstances where their mobility is sequestered, like crushed, then their circulation can become an issue. And of course, that is heart issues, swollen areas like your legs and things of that nature. Um, Coronary thrombosis, because when your circulation is challenged, you can have a blood clot that develops and then it causes you to actually have other things, pulmonary embolism, high or low blood pressure due to circulation issues, and also the Leo is associated with this beautiful mane of hair, and sometimes the hair can be attacked with dandruff or the other parasites or other skin infections in the actual scalp area. Okay. Other things, they can have injuries to the back and the ribs and the spinal problems and a hard time recovering. Part of that is because Leo is very active and they don't really take instructions well because they're like so headstrong. So if you tell a Leo, hey, stay in the bed for 6 weeks and stay off your leg for 6 weeks, they're not going to follow through on the whole 6 weeks. So their recovery may be difficult. Therefore, their healing may be hampered. Next, of course, heart, belly, above the navel, circulations is all the same thing. Heart and circulation goes together. Back, think of how much pressure is put on the line, running, pouncing all the time. So their paws, right? So all that pouncing is going to the shoulders and the back, the hind part. So definitely can have some issues there if you're a Leo, right? Stamina can be an issue for Leo. In the youth, the Leo can have a lot of stamina, but their stamina can disappear sooner than others, which means that could lead to some sexual dysfunction for Leo. So let's take that from the astrology side of things and combine that with, say, numerology, because astronumerology combines the astrology and the numbers. So Leo is a one energy, right? Leo is it's a five energy, true in astrology, but it's a one energy in the sense that it's a leader type energy. Most people think of the Leo as a person out for themselves. So let's see what a Leo in a one life path would possibly have regarding the health. And weak areas for a one energy is heart, circulation, eye trouble, possible poor vision, anorexia, bedwetting, deafness, foot problems, and stress. So if I combine that with an actual Leo person, I would say that person more than likely would have some type of heart or circulatory issue. Definitely the foot problems. Hit or miss as far as the deafness, but stress for sure, right? Because of the personality, type A personality that the Leo normally carries. Remember, there's always multiple vibrations. You're not just the one sign. So, not every Leo is a type A personality. Every Leo is aggressive. This is the general energy. So, not every person who's a Leo life path of a one actually has all of these disorders. We got to look and see if there's other numbers that show up more prominently, right? This person could be a Leo that actually shows up with more fives in their chart. And then they could have more problems with drug addictions. They can have be overweight, which Leos are not typically overweight unless they have drug issues, right? Because Leo is normally built similar to a lion in essence, but that's a whole nother astrology lesson for another time. Okay, so remember, I have books there for you guys that teach you about astro numerology and how it can help you live according to your cosmic blueprint. Now, you guys know, Leos, you like to be first. You know I'm always 10 years ahead of everybody else. Jump on board now. Bye.